Rolling.
All right.
So I'm just going to sit down here with you for just a minute. And so what we're focusing on is Mississippi made, first of all. And so just kind of give me a brief background of Spire and how it is a Mississippi made company.
Right. Yeah, Mississippi is so important to everything that we do because it's important to the family that has owned this company since its beginning. It started with Wade Creekmore Sr. many decades ago, and was handed off to Wade and Jimmy Creekmore, and they grew the company, and we came along in the 1980s and moved into wireless service and really focused on wireless for about 20 years or so there, and focused on that pretty much solely, at least the Sailor South that later became Spire. And so that focus has been, it starts with Mississippi, and we've expanded in areas outside of Mississippi, but it's been built primarily by Mississippians for many decades.
And so when people hear Spire, they think cell phones, but it's more than that.
It's a lot more than that now. We have thousands of miles of fiber optic cable. And fiber optic cable is what it takes to move the data around today that is so pervasive in almost any industry, in any personal life. You know, internet access is so important to everybody. The best way to access the internet more quickly and more efficiently is via fiber optic networks. Now, you certainly need wireless access for the first or last mile, but the transport is generally fiber, and that's what makes things move very quickly.
And so you all had the initiative, the fiber hoods, if you will.
Yeah, right.
And so
yes.
talk to me a little bit about how that's going.
Yeah, that's going real well. We're doing very well in every fiber hood that we started. It is we were very careful about where we started, and when we came in, we just didn't know how we'd be accepted. But it has been amazing the amount of acceptance, the amount of share that we get when we go into a fiber hood. People are really excited about getting the speed and the reliability of fiber to their house.
And so that's kind of a pilot to measure for expansion down the road, correct?
We're actually past the pilot stage. We're expanding. We want to do more and more.
And so what areas are y'all focusing on for future expansion?
Well, one thing, we're continuing to build out the Jackson metro area. We still have a long way to go there to get that done. And then we'll be looking at other areas. We haven't announced anything yet, but there'll be other areas that we'll be bringing fiber. And then the next part of that is not necessarily fiber, but fixed wireless, where we can, and we call it wireless fiber, where we bring a really high bandwidth to a home without having to dig and trench and all to put the fiber in. And so this is technology that's developing quickly, and it's allowing us to get to many. It will allow us to get to many more homes much sooner at a less cost.
And so you had mentioned industry in Mississippi, and that's a huge part of what Made in Mississippi Week is
right.
Highlighting what's here.
Yeah.
But you've spoken about drawing even more in than what Mississippi already has. So tell me a little about that.
Yeah, we believe that there's so much opportunity in technology. Think about these iPhones today. They're exactly 10 years old. They were introduced in the marketplace in June, at the end of June of 2007. So they're 10 years old. And think about all the applications that are on the iPhone today. You know, we're not talking about just talk, text, and email. Thousands and thousands and thousands of apps that many people use. Just look at what's happened to the camera industry, you know. And so there's so many things that have happened. More things will occur. We read about new ideas every day. That's why I think we need to be supporting entrepreneurs who have good ideas. We can help them grow their ideas into technology businesses here in the state of Mississippi.
And so you all have started initiatives on the education level, getting them started early with the kids. So
right.
Talk to me about some of the programs there that you all are involved in.
Yeah, there's some specific programs, but generally we're for teaching coding at the high school level, computer science. It needs to be taught. Every industry today is driven by technology to one extent or the other. People need to be comfortable with computer science. You know, just about every high school requires a foreign language. Well, what about computer language? I don't know that our kids will be going to Spain and need to talk Spanish, but they are going to be able to need to talk to, communicate via computer, through their computer, be able to utilize the data and access the data and understand the data that is being developed. And in every walk of life.
And so to get these, to get more coding instruction into high schools, are you all working, trying to help develop policy to get that to happen?
That is something that we're going to be doing. We haven't really focused on that. What we have been focusing on is direct training of kids in the Water Valley school that we call Base Camp Coding Academy. We're focused on that kind of specifically, but now that we've seen how successful that can be, we want to broaden that and expand that. We have done coding challenges where we have a competition between high schools and have them come in and give them a coding assignment and see who can have create the best work product.
And just also trying to show, we've discussed, internet at home, we've discussed cell phones, we've discussed education. One of the things that I don't think people realize is an industry that's branching out and leading here in Mississippi is telehealth, telemedicine.
Yeah, that's right. Telemedicine is very important. It sure is. It's just another industry where technology will drive the industry.
And so I understand that Spire had been involved in several programs.
We have.
And how's that going moving forward?
Yeah, we've actually saved the state thousands of dollars through monitoring diabetes patients and all. Keep them from having to come into doctor's offices for visits. Keeping people from out in rural areas having to come into Jackson. We can just monitor via their cell phones or iPad or tablet and get a good reading of their insulin, their sugar levels and all.
Good. All right. Well, look, thank you so much.
Yeah,
for taking
good.
the time
Thank
to
you.
sit with me.
All right. Appreciate it.